Hey guys, Migros here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my Chronomaly artifact deck that I took to locals. I came second with the deck, but this is kind of heavily changed from what I played on the Saturday. But so I played 3 Neberdisc. If you don't know what he does, he's a Stratos, and if all the monsters you control are Chronomaly monsters, you can special summon them from your graveyard and face up defense position, but you can't activate cards or effects for that turn except Chronomaly cards and effects. So basically, you can't call the Haunted and bring him back in the same turn, or you can't activate Raigeki and summon him in the same turn. Mainly, you just use him as a searcher. Bringing him back is just a sweet thing, essentially. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Chronomaly Golden Jet. Synergizes really well with the artifacts. Its effect is once per turn, you can increase the levels of all Chronomaly monsters you control by 1. So you summon them, bring back a Neberdisc, and then make a rank 4, or you can make a rank 5. Pretty versatile card. Then I'm playing only 1 Chronomaly Crystal's Skull and 1 Chronomaly Crystal Bones. Our reasoning behind these is you don't ever want to open up multiples of these, and because of the artifact engine, this combo rarely comes up. The only time you ever want to use you're only using your Skull basically just to get another Neberdisc, or just to thin your deck out by 1 more card. It has its utility. Basically, and with the Bones, if you rib it, it's pretty good. The combo is just sadly just like way too hard to do in this deck. For other monsters, I'm playing 3 copies of Hero Challenger Assault Halberd. So if you don't know what he does, he's basically a Cyber Dragon, and he does piercing damage. And when he inflicts battle damage to your opponent, he has another copy of a Hero card from deck to your hand. Basically, you just add himself off of his own effect, and then you special summon him, attack, add another one normal summon, and then make an Exceed with him, which is pretty good. Basically, a 1 card Exceed if you get his effect off. And also, you level 4 that has that utility. And then for the artifacts, I'm playing 1 Artifact Lancia, 1 Artifact Morale Tack, 2 Beagle Tack, and 1 Scythe. So the Scythe's there to combat Shaddolls and Satellars essentially, and also Clifford. You can stop them from Pendulum summoning from the extra deck that turn. Beagle Tack, in case you draw this with Ignition, or you draw any of your other artifacts, you can sack them out and blow up the said artifacts essentially. And then with Lancia, it combats Necros. I only really want to play 1 because drawing multiples is pretty bad, and then the 1 more attack because it's alright in this format. And that's the 6 artifacts I'm playing for, and I'm playing 3 hand traps as well in the form of 2 copies of Effect Veiler and 1 copy of DD Crow. DD Crow is just very amazing in this format. The ability to just disrupt plays is just very, very good. Banishing a Shrift from a Necros player's graveyard is just very detrimental and can win you the game sometimes. And then Veiler just stops the hand trap. It's really good. It can stop a lot of detrimental things, like for example, like Exciton, Mathematician, just things like that essentially. For spells, the one I'm playing Raigeki, Book of Moon, and Chronomaly Pyramid Eye Tablet. Basically, it just gains all your Chronomaly monsters 800 attack, so it makes your Neberdiscs 2600, makes your Golden Jets 2100, and also the Bones 2100, and then the Skull becomes 1700, and the Exceeds become 2800, which is the Huyuk, and then 3200, sorry, for the Machume. It's really good. It's also without the Jinlock. If you just go Neberdisc, add this, and then swing it to Neberdisc. Then the Book of Moon and Raigeki, just versatile spell cards, this removal. For 2 of us, I'm playing 2 Pod Duality. Didn't want to play 3 because there is quite a bit of special summoning going on in this deck, so you really only want to see this first turn. I wouldn't really play 3. If you draw another one, you can shuffle it back with Durandal, or you can set it for Durandal's effect. So that it has that utility. And then for the last 3 spells, I'm playing 3 Ignition. You rarely use this as a mystical, as a Space Typhoon. Usually just use it to destroy your artifacts. But in the cases you draw 2 of these, you destroy something and then it's an artifact, and then you set a Beagle Attack, and then you Ignition the Beagle Attack you just set, and then set a Moral Attack or a Scythe, whichever you need for the situation, and then basically get it off, which is a very nice, cool combo. Then for traps, I'm playing 1 copy of Solemn Warning, 1 copy of Vandy's staples, essentially, 2 copies of Call the Haunted because we are playing the artifacts, and also has somewhat of a good synergy with the Chronomaly engine because you can bring back a Golden Jet and then in your opponent's end phase, and then during your turn you bring back a Neberisk, or vice versa. It's just really good. For the other 2 of them playing 2 Breakthrough Skill, it's an out to Winda, out to Unicorn, Trishula, but more effect negation is good, I guess. This card's just very good, this format. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Sanctum, self-explanatory, summon an artifact from your deck, it's pretty good. And then 3 copies of Mind Crush. It's basically just an anti-Necros, anti-Senju, anti-Clifford, I guess, card. It's very subpar against things like, just say, Infernoids, Shaddoll's, Burning Abyss. It's just really bad against those decks. But what my theory behind this was, you already have a good matchup to those decks because you have the power of just making a 1-card diamond, so it's always good. So yeah. And then this card's not even bad against Shaddoll's. Like, if they add back a fusion, you can just Mind Crush the fusion out of their hand, or I think that's it. And something else I cannot remember. Oh, if they add something off of Hedgehog that they've already used that turn, or if they add back off the fusions, rather. If they add back something off of Core or something, you can just Mind Crush the Core or whatever. Not Mind Crush the Core, Mind Crush the fusion out of the hand. And then against Burning Abyss, like Mind Crushing the Firelex is always good. For extra deck, I'm playing 1 Gorgona Ghoul for the combo. Basically, that's what it's used for. I'm playing 2 Chronomaly Chateau Huyuk. During our player's turn, detaching sea material, make an important monster 0, and then contribute a Chronomaly monster on your turn to destroy a monster your opponent controls whose attack is different than its current attack, its original attack. So it's basically a Regna 0, and also makes the guy 0. So it's got that it's got some utility. Then I'm playing 1 Karn Gorgon to control Vandy's, and also, if you know they're playing cards like Mystical Space Typhoon, you redirect their Mystical Space Typhoons to your artifact monsters, so that's really good synergy. I'm playing 1 Abyss Dweller for Shaddoll's and Burning Abyss, 1 Ragnar Zero for Cliffort or any other rogue deck, 1 Rhapsody Berserk for Shaddoll's, Necros, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Steel Storm Roach, 1 Evil Storm Excitonite, 1 Talonite Ptolemaeus, and the 1 Diamond, Durandal, Machu Mech for the combo as well. And then Tiras, Keeper of Genesis. This card's very good. I just really like this card. My changes to the extra deck so far have been just cutting 1 of the Huyuks for Pleiades, but other than that, I don't think there's anything I'd change. I think the extra deck's just way too tight. Okay, we'll probably cut the Roach, if anything, for like a Castel or something. But most of the times you don't even ever need to make a Castel, because Castel's pretty subpar. Like, there's nothing you want to get rid of. I'd just rather have a variety of extra deck cards, I guess. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile. I will be probably giving more deck profiles throughout the day and week, in coming weeks. But like, I've exams coming up, so I might not be able to update as frequently. But I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And I shall see you guys next time.